You're listening to the Because I Said So podcast.
All right. See, when I see the line go up like that, it proves that I said something, and I've said it correctly.
Hey, you said all right again.
I always say all right. This is episode 15 of the Because I Said So podcast.
Sounding better than ever because you have, like, the sound thing.
Yes, I have a pop filter, and with the pop filter is also a windsock that I got for my birthday from my family and myself. So I bought it for the mic. So now, with a pop filter, it actually filters out the sounds.
So if I say PPAP...
Alright, so now that the computer is no longer acting unstable, and now that the house is sort of in order, we're back. For like half a second there, we were gone because my computer gave me an error message. I had to quit out some programs. But we're back. In the studio, which is also the our bedroom, is a special guest who's only been heard on the podcast, but pretty much every episode, but she's never actually been a guest in studio because she recorded the intro for us, is my dear daughter, the oldest of my two daughters. Well, Mom's been heard on the show before. I'm talking about Josie. Josie, how old are you, Josie? Come over here so you're near me so they can hear you. How old are you?
5.
5, that's right. You're 5 years old. And have you ever been on this show before?
No.
No, that's right.
Yes, you have. You've been on every single episode.
Because you introduced the show. Remember that? Yeah. And you were heard before because I played you singing the Grace Vanderbilt song on the show once.
Which is coming out on iTunes.
She's got her own CD coming out on iTunes soon.
Hey, you just gave away a present.
You just gave away something, but we're not going to talk about that. Anyway, Josie, you're in studio because you were up, and it's very, very cold outside, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
It's snowing.
It's snowing. It's been a very, very long week in our house.
And
We were sick last week. Pretty much everybody in the house.
Except for me.
See, case in point. Well, Josiah wasn't sick, but he was out of town. We were...
I'm sick right now.
Yes, you're sick right now. And we were all like, some people were throwing up, some other people were coughing, and then I threw out my back. So it's been a very, very long week, and we're heading into Thanksgiving, which is my favorite holiday next to Christmas this week. So this week...
Tuesday, which is today,
On Tuesday?
Sunday.
On Tuesday? Thanksgiving is on Thursday. You're not really a very good advertisement for homeschooling. Thanksgiving is on the last Thursday of the month of November. So that's what Thanksgiving is. So anyway, because Josie's awake, what did we do today? Did we do anything special today?
We got our Christmas tree.
Got our Christmas tree?
Yes, we got our Christmas tree. We went to a tree farm at Stokey Farms, which is just a few miles down the road. A giant tree farm in our area, and we've been going there. How long, Michelle, have we been going there?
19 years.
19 years since we got married. We've been going to the same place.
60 years.
Now, normally, well, I would say, as we've had more children, we've bought more out of the barn that have been pre-cut than cut our own, haven't we?
I don't know. That's hard. I can't say off the fly. I'd have to.
We've cut our own,
Think back.
like, most of the time when I was myself, and then when Jonas was born, we cut our own, usually, and then we got Charlie Brown trees when Josie was born, and then...
That's right.
That's pretty much when everything went down.
We did Charlie Brown trees for a while, and because it was just easier, they were smaller. We really didn't have a space for it, but anyway, so we are not. Usually, you can cut your own tree. We didn't cut our tree today because, despite the weather being so nice on Friday, it was like 70 degrees, And then on Saturday, it dropped down to about 50. It was still nice. We were going to go yesterday, but it was still a little rainy. We were going to go yesterday, but, and Michelle didn't get out of work in time or early enough. So we waited to go today, and we get there today, and it's like something happened. Maybe the fridge got closed or whatever, and it was snowy and windy and cold. We literally were there the shortest amount of time we've ever been.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we walked in there, we picked out our tree, a previously cut tree, and so we go in the barn, and we find the perfect tree. We needed a skinnier tree this year than usual, because the spot we have for it is not wide enough for, like, a big full tree, but we found the perfect tree, I think, in less than 5 minutes, right?
Like 2 minutes.
Yeah,
most.
We walked down 3 lanes of trees, we found the one we wanted, we told the guy this is what we want, and that was it. And we went into the store. We actually spent more time in the gift shop paying for the tree and a new tree stand and talking to the lady behind the counter and all that other stuff. We spent more time doing that than actually buying our tree, which is unique for us at Stokey Farms. But if you're in the Rochester area and you want to find an awesome tree, go to Stokey Farms. It's our favorite place. Like Michelle said, we've been going there for 19 years. We're going to go there for 19 more. Until the end. I'm not sure. Until we move away from Rochester, which isn't happening anytime soon. So, there's a little free plug. If you look on their website, you might actually see our family in full. It was a photo of us that was taken, I think, when Juliana was a baby, when she was like 6 months old. So, we're on their website, and we get no discount or anything for saying that. We just talk about the stuff we love because we love it there. So, anyway, it's been a long week. We got sick. Weather was crazy. I threw out my back. We went and got Christmas trees. And today I have an activity that I'm going to interview you guys. I'm going to ask you all individual questions. Okay? And you're going to tell me your answers. And you're going to tell me one by one your answer to the question. We're going to start with Josie's going to go first, then Jonas, then Josiah. And you'll answer each question in succession. So I'll ask Josie a question. She'll answer it. You're going to answer it, then Jonas, and then Josiah will answer it, okay? And you don't know, have you heard these questions before? Do you know what questions I'm going to ask you?
No.
All right, that's what makes it more fun. We'll do it round robin, actually. We'll start with Josie, then go to Jonas, then go to you, and then we'll go to Jonas, then Josiah, then Josie, so we each get equal amount of time to think about our answers. Okay. That being said, I'm going to ask these questions. Everybody turn away from the screen so you can't read the questions. Josie, doesn't matter. You can't read. Okay.
I can't look.
Okay. Josie, I'm going to ask you a question. You ready? And you're going to tell me your answer. And I'm talking about me. What makes me happy? What makes me happy? Silence is not fun on a podcast, so you got to actually answer the question. What makes me happy? All right, Jonas, go. Because Josie doesn't know how to answer a question.
Me.
You make me happy? Okay. Josiah, what makes me happy?
The paint joke.
The paint joke really does make me happy. Yes, the paint joke really makes me happy. Okay. Since Mommy's in the room, we're going to ask the same question about Mommy. Josie, can you think of anything that makes me happy? You? Okay. That. Okay. All right. Jonas, what makes Mommy happy? You words are the only thing that translate on a podcast. Me? Aw. Okay, Josiah, what makes Mommy happy?
Juliana and Josie when they're being like funny.
Okay.
Because when Mom laughs at Josie and Juliana, and when they laugh weird.
Okay. Okay. Josie, what makes Mommy happy? Can't just laugh. You gotta answer the question. Okay. All right. That's a good answer. All right. Next question is a little heavier, a little harder. I'm going to start with Josiah now. What makes me sad? Silence is not a good thing on a podcast.
When we do something bad.
Okay, all right.
My turn?
Yep.
These are like little kid
When
answers.
we don't flush the toilet.
That's an excellent answer. Ding, ding, ding. And you know what? It happens so often that I literally open the toilet up because thankfully you put the seat down, and then I look at the toilet and I have to yell, "Can you please flush?"
Thank you.
Because there's evidence that someone did not do something but also did not flush, and it's disgusting, and I don't want to smell it, so you have to flush. And yes, that makes me sad. That makes me very, very sad. Josie, what makes me sad? Gotta have an answer. What makes me sad? All right, we'll go back to you. Josiah, what makes Mom sad?
Not having Diet Coke.
Not having Diet Coke? That's a good answer.
That's very true.
Michelle, wait, a sidebar. Hold on. Michelle, how many days?
3.
3 days without Diet Coke. And how many days in a row do you have? How many did you have before you stopped?
We're not gonna.
We're not going to discuss that. It was a lot.
5.
It was a lot. So Michelle's been off Diet Coke, and yes, it's made her sad, but it's because she's going through withdrawals, which is what happens when you stop intaking anything really. I go through withdrawals for coffee and stuff like that too if I don't have it. All right, Jonas, what makes Mom sad? Come on, you got to answer these rapid fire. No thought.
I'm thinking.
You can't put too much thought in it. What makes Mom sad?
When we don't laugh.
Okay. Josie, what makes me or Mom sad?
You guys crying?
What?
You guys crying?
When we're crying? Okay. We're going to use our real voice, Josie, not the baby voice, because I don't want them to think you're 3, you're 5, okay? All right, next question. Jonas, what's something that I say often?
Flush the toilet.
Thank you. We've already gone through there. Josiah, what's something that I say often?
Close the door.
That's another one. Close the Door, by the way, was a finalist for the name of this podcast. By the way, did I even say it was our 15th episode of Because I Said So podcast, a father and son's podcast? I didn't do that. Anyway, yes, close the door. I say it all the time. And it doesn't matter what time of year. It's either I have to close the door because it's freezing outside or because it's hot and we have air conditioning. I have to yell at you guys to close the door. Yes, I say that often. I will admit, you're right. Josie, what do I say often? Or a lot?
Close the window.
Close the window? Okay, I guess that makes sense. All right, Josiah, what does Mom say often?
Do your school.
Yeah, okay. Jonas, what does Mom say often? Come on,
There's
not a lot of thought.
With mine. Oh.
Come on,
Oh.
no thought. Just say what first thing comes to mind.
Electronics are stupid.
Oh, electronics are stupid, meaning electronic devices. Okay, Josie, what does Mom say a lot?
I love you.
Aw, that's the sweetest thing. Okay, next question. Let's go through this fast. All right, we're gonna just let the little ones answer this one. Josie, how tall am I?
10 feet tall.
How much?
10 feet tall.
10 feet tall? Okay, Jonas. How tall